Hey, welcome back. It's Malia, and my other is Jay, but he's not here. Because I'm talking about 5 reasons why I enjoy being a teacher in Korea. You know, obviously, he's not going to be talking about that because he's not one, but I am. So, before I get started, once again, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on notifications because we want to be friends with you. And in order for us to be friends with you, in order for you to be friends with us, no, the other way. In order for us to be friends with you, we gotta interact. How are you gonna interact if you don't know we're posting something? Notifications on. My 5 things that I enjoy about being a teacher in Korea. To preface, I recently came back to Korea. I was a student in Korea before, and I went back home maybe August of last year, and I finished out my college career. I just had 1 more year left and I got my degrees, and then I came back in June. So I've been teaching since about August or so, July, August. So it's only been a few months, but I've definitely gained a lot of insight, and my lifestyle is much more different than it was when I was a student. So first thing I like to talk about is freedom. So I know I said freedom in the last video about being a student, but this type of freedom is a little bit different. Not necessarily that I feel like, wow, I have all this new freedom and I'm gonna do all these things that no one's gonna judge me for and I'm not gonna worry. No, it's not really like that. This freedom is more tuned to me starting my adult life and having the extra time that I didn't have before to do things that I actually enjoy, not like going out drinking 3 nights a week because...
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Just because. So, nowadays, I have more time to do things like have a hobby, study Korean harder, literally do anything else. But as a student, I felt like I mean, aside from when I was an exchange student, back in America, my life was devoted to studying. I had 3 majors, so I was constantly doing some type of projects, a paper, group projects, so many things, and extracurricular things, groups, organizations, and I never really had time to do things that I wanted for like my self-benefit. It was always more so strictly for my degree, my resume, or with an organization with others. So now that I'm in Korea and I'm kind of isolated from all of those people and just everything that I had to do before, I have a lot of time to like reflect on myself and what I really enjoy and what I like to do. So now that all I have to do is work, I can go home and think, wow, I'm going to paint today, or wow, I'm going to do yoga. And I just didn't take the time to do those kind of things when I was a student because I just, I had other shit to do. So going off of that, I'm going to say places to visit. And while I did say this before, this is more of like, I have even more time now, and I'm gonna take that time to go somewhere further out than just Korea. Like, since I've been here, I've been able to travel to different countries nearby because I want to spend more time than just a weekend, which is fine. You can go to Gangneung and spend 2 days and you're fine, or go to Busan and spend 3 days, maybe 4 if you really want to. But being able to have this extra little time to go and like experience a whole new culture again is something that I really enjoy. I love traveling. I hate being on planes. I don't know, but I love to travel. So being able to go and experience different things, eat different foods, meet new people, that's always a plus in my book. So we have freedom, even more places to visit. My 3rd thing is work conditions. I'm sure if you are looking into being a teacher in Korea, you've heard the horror stories of people saying, oh, my employer, like they didn't pay me enough money, or I have shit students, or, you know, the Korean teachers don't respect me, or just, you know, so many things that could go wrong, which is plausible. And not saying that my job has been perfect, but I was able to find somewhere that wasn't like, it's not, I'm gonna go on Facebook and be like, my job is terrible. I hate everyone. I hate all the kids. I hate teaching. I hate my life. Like, no. If you're able to find a school that, you know, works with you in terms of, you know, transportation, you know, you find that your money is good and that your working conditions inside of the school are great, then it definitely makes it easier for you to just, you know, live your life. I've had people tell me about like, oh, I didn't get reimbursed for my flight ticket to Korea, or my teaching hours are too long and things like that. And I've been lucky to say that my school has been honored about paying me, reimbursing me for things that I should be reimbursed for. My working hours are not that long. I teach kindergartners, which is also a little bit different than some who might go in and start teaching like elementary or middle schoolers. I mean, I work with kindergartners, so it is taxing on my energy, but I feel like after a while you are able to like keep up with them because you know where their energy can be, like the highs and the lows, so you know how to like find that middle ground. And that's been really, really nice. Along with the working conditions, when you sign your contract to work in Korea as a teacher, it is required by law that they have to give you, you know, your health insurance and a pension and all these things like that, which is really nice because when you leave, you're most likely gonna get, you know, whatever your salary is, like an extra one after you leave as well. And you're covered for all of your medical expenses, while you might have to pay a little for, you know, your medicine, or if you wanna have like some work done, you might have to pay a deductible, but for the most part, that's good, which is really important, especially for us Americans. You know, our healthcare isn't free, and sometimes it can be hard to get like a hold of. Luckily, I had it, but if you didn't have it, at least when you come to Korea, you can make sure that you get all your shit done, you know, go to the doctor, get your dental work, and all of that, and you know, you won't have to pay a super large amount. So my next thing, and my fourth thing, is money. So the cost of living in Korea is not as high as it is in America. So that makes it so much easier for you to save money and, you know, put that towards whatever you needed to go to. You want to travel the world. You want to pay off your student loans. You want to just save your money so that you have some money in your savings account. You can do that. As I had stated in the video before, transportation is super easy. You know, it's cheap, efficient, on time, and comfortable. So it's not like if you decide to take a trip down to Busan from Seoul, you're not breaking bank, and you can still have a really good time and stay at a decent place for not super expensive. I know that a lot of people, they manage their salaries well, so they'll put like 3/4 of it towards savings and then spend the other part, because you can kind of do that if you make a good budget and plan for yourself. So that's really helpful, especially if you have like financial issues. Not necessarily you don't have money, but you don't know how to manage your money well. Maybe coming to Korea at the first time, you might just blow it. But once you get into your groove of your lifestyle and what you want to do and what you know that you can afford to do, then you can have a nice plan so you can set money aside and just be responsible. And my last and fifth thing is experience working in the Korean workplace. It is definitely different than working in an American style workplace. Well, I mean, I've never been a teacher in America, so that's already, I'm already losing out on that part. But gaining this experience has been kind of vital. You know, if I decide to stay in Korea and I want to do something else, like I know how to operate in the workplace, and now that I have this free time, I can study Korean more so that I can communicate better with my coworkers or, you know, potential customers or things of that nature. So while I've only been here for about 4 or 5 months, I don't have a ton to say on that, but I know that as I continue to go through my time, I'm going to learn more about, you know, how things work, because I'm well versed in jobs in America, and it's kind of like relearning that skill of how to act, because it's not quite the same. But maybe later on I can give you an update on that, because I can't really explain it right now. But with that being said, those are my 5 things as to why I enjoy being a teacher in Korea. If you have any more questions about teaching, where to apply, what documents you need, or anything like that, I can help you. Just shoot a message. You know, it can be a little bit intimidating at first, just because, you know, you kind of do need a ton of documents and paperwork, because you're literally leaving one country to go live in another, and there's a lot of things that you have to do, but it's not like crazy. You know, it's definitely doable. That's why so many of us are here. So if you like it, thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe. And I am out. Bye. I'm done. Hello. I'm done. Hurry. You're pooping? Okay.